Psychology tricks. In the silence of our actions, the strength of our character speaks louder than any words ever could. The world is filled with noise, endless chatter, and the frantic pursuit of attention. Yet, those who truly understand themselves, those who are rooted in the depths of their own being, do not need to shout. They simply exist, and in their existence, they command respect, admiration, and yes, attraction. Attraction is not something we can force, nor is it something that is ever earned through empty gestures or hollow promises. It is an unspoken bond, a magnetic force that comes from a place of authenticity, self-mastery, and inner peace. In this life, true connection is found not in the words we speak, but in the way we carry ourselves, in the quiet strength of our resolve, and in the calm assurance of knowing who we are. Let us now explore the silent power we hold within us, and how it can draw others towards us, effortlessly, without ever uttering a single word. 1. The power of presence. There is a profound strength that lies in simply being. It is not the loud, boastful man who commands the room, but rather the one who stands quietly, centered in himself, unaffected by the turbulence of the world around him. This is the true power of presence, an invisible force that resonates deeply with those who encounter it. The ability to attract others without saying a word begins here, in the simple act of showing up with full awareness of yourself and the moment. To master your presence is to be fully immersed in the now, to let go of distractions, and to stand grounded in your own worth. When you enter a space, do you do so with a sense of purpose, or do you drift, uncertain and distracted? Your energy speaks before your body ever does. It is the quiet confidence, the steadiness that radiates from within, that draws attention. It is the stillness of a calm mind that attracts others like a beacon. People are instinctively drawn to those who exude inner strength and tranquility. They sense that you are not dependent on external validation to feel whole, and this autonomy is magnetic. In a world full of noise and chaos, those who are centered and present become an oasis of calm. To cultivate this power of presence, you must first embrace your own identity, knowing deeply who you are and what you stand for. This requires self-awareness, an understanding of your own virtues, flaws, and aspirations. When you are at peace with yourself, when you no longer seek approval from others, your presence becomes undeniably powerful. You are no longer chasing attention, but rather you become a source of stability and authenticity that others can't help but be drawn to. This power is not a force you exert over others. It is a silent magnetism that comes from within. It is an acceptance of yourself that does not need to be expressed in words. The way you carry yourself, the way you walk into a room, the way you engage with others, all reflect a profound self-assurance. Your presence speaks louder than anything you could ever say. It tells the world that you are grounded, that you are at peace, and that you are not seeking anything outside of yourself to validate your worth. This is the essence of attraction, not in what you do, but in who you are. To master this art, begin by practicing mindfulness. Become fully aware of your surroundings, your thoughts, and your feelings. In every interaction, be present, not just with your body, but with your heart and mind. Let go of any need for approval and focus on simply being in the moment, grounded in your own self-truth. In doing so, you will not only command the attention of others, but you will also experience a deeper sense of fulfillment within yourself. Knowing that you do not need to seek out admiration, because your presence is already enough. 2. Confidence, the silent force. Confidence is not the loud declaration of one's abilities, nor is it the need to prove oneself at every opportunity. True confidence is a silent force, built from within, arising not from what you can do for others, but from what you know to be true about yourself. It is the firm belief that you are enough as you are, that your value is not dependent on external approval, and that your worth is inherent, unshakable, and unwavering. Confidence does not seek to impress, it simply is. It is an energy that emanates effortlessly from a person who has mastered themselves, someone who walks through life secure in their own identity. To possess this type of confidence is to stand firm in the face of uncertainty. It does not come from the avoidance of fear, but from the willingness to face it and remain resolute. When you are truly confident, you are not afraid to be vulnerable. You do not need to guard your true self behind layers of pretense or boastfulness. Your confidence arises from the deep knowledge that, regardless of the external circumstances, you have the strength within you to endure, adapt, and thrive. Confidence, as a silent force, does not seek validation from others, nor does it need to demonstrate superiority. Instead, it creates a space in which others are drawn to your authenticity. People instinctively sense when someone is comfortable with who they are, and this natural ease is magnetic. Confidence is the absence of neediness. When you no longer feel compelled to prove yourself to others, when you no longer seek the approval of anyone, you begin to embody a power that is both quiet and compelling. In the realm of attraction, confidence acts as a signal to those around you. It tells them that you are someone who is not easily swayed, someone who can be trusted, not to falter when the tides of life become turbulent. There is a steadiness to you, a reliability that is magnetic. This does not require speaking a word, for your confidence speaks volumes. It is felt in the way you carry yourself, in your calm demeanor, and in your unshaken composure. People are drawn to confidence because it provides them with a sense of security, a belief that you are someone who has mastered their own emotions and actions. To develop this silent force of confidence, begin by looking inward. Understand your strengths, acknowledge your weaknesses, and embrace them both with grace. Confidence is not about perfection, but about accepting yourself fully and unconditionally. Cultivate self-reliance, practice resilience, and build your inner fortitude. The more you recognize your own worth, the less you will feel the need to seek validation from others. With time, your confidence will become an unspoken language, a quiet force that attracts others without you ever having to utter a single word. 3. Understanding attraction beyond words. Attraction is not a game of superficial gestures or fleeting charm. It transcends the confines of physical appearance and external accolades. True attraction is a force that lies beneath the surface, rooted in the authenticity of one's being. It is an invisible connection, forged not by the words we speak, but by the energy we project, by the silent understanding that passes between two people when they are truly attuned to one another. To understand attraction in this deeper sense is to realize that it is not something we can manipulate or force, but rather something that arises naturally when we embody our truest selves. The idea that attraction is something purely external is a misconception. Many believe that they must dress a certain way, speak a certain way, or adopt certain behaviors to capture someone's attention. While appearances and first impressions may initially spark curiosity, It is the deeper layers of connection that truly hold power. Attraction that is born from words alone is fleeting and shallow, but when it is rooted in an authentic and mutual understanding, it becomes enduring and profound. When you understand that attraction is more than words, you begin to focus on the essence of who you are. Your inner world becomes the foundation upon which real attraction is built. The way you express your thoughts, your values, your integrity, all of these form an invisible thread that connects you to others. This thread does not require spoken language to be felt. It is understood through shared values, quiet moments of connection, and the recognition of someone else's genuine spirit. People are drawn to those who are comfortable in their own skin, who express themselves with sincerity, and who carry themselves with a sense of purpose. You do not need to impress others with clever words or empty compliments. Instead, attraction happens when you allow your true nature to shine through, when you do not seek to manipulate or control, but simply to be present and authentic. In the same way that a great piece of art speaks to the soul without words, so too does your true essence speak volumes to those around you. In relationships, this understanding is paramount. The most profound connections are built on mutual respect, shared experiences, and a deep understanding of one another that transcends verbal communication. When you approach others with a genuine openness, when you present yourself as you truly are, you will naturally attract those who resonate with your energy, your values, and your authenticity. This is the true nature of attraction. It is not a matter of words, but of presence, of energy, and of the silent acknowledgement of shared truths. To embrace this concept fully, begin by cultivating self-awareness. Know who you are and what you stand for. Let go of the need to impress, to perform, or to conform. Instead, focus on embodying your values and expressing your true self without fear of judgment. When you do this, attraction will no longer be something you chase, but something that comes to you naturally, effortlessly, and authentically. 4. Mastering non-verbal communication. Words are limited in their ability to convey the depth of human emotion and intention. While language can be powerful, it is our body language, our gestures, and our expressions that often reveal the most about who we are. Non-verbal communication is a language all its own, one that speaks to the hearts and minds of those around us in ways words simply cannot. To master this silent language is to tap into one of the most profound tools for connection, attraction, and influence. Every movement you make, every glance you cast, and every breath you take carries meaning. Your posture speaks volumes, whether you stand tall and open or slouch in retreat. The way you use your hands, the way you make eye contact, the subtle shifts in your expression, all communicate messages about your inner state. A person who is truly at ease with themselves, who understands their own worth, will naturally communicate this through their body. This is the essence of non-verbal communication, expressing inner truth without the need for words. When you walk into a room, do you do so with a sense of purpose, or do you carry with you the weight of uncertainty? Are you open and welcoming, or do you close yourself off with crossed arms and downward glances? These silent cues are the first things people will notice about you. It is not your spoken words that create your first impression, but rather the energy you project through your body. A confident individual radiates a calm, assured presence. Their shoulders are back, their gaze is steady, and their movements are fluid. This is the power of non-verbal communication. It is not forced or contrived, but emerges naturally from a person who is grounded in their own self-assurance. Mastering nonverbal communication begins with self-awareness. You must learn to observe your own body and the messages you are sending out to the world. Are you inadvertently conveying insecurity or hesitation? Are you making others feel comfortable and at ease with your body language, or are you unknowingly creating distance with crossed arms or an averted gaze? Small adjustments can have a profound impact on how you are perceived. A slight shift in posture, a warm smile, or a confident stride can completely alter the way people respond to you. Attraction, too, is deeply influenced by nonverbal cues. People are instinctively drawn to those who communicate with clarity, authenticity, and confidence, even when no words are spoken. A gentle touch, a knowing glance, or the way you listen intently with your body. These are all forms of nonverbal communication that can build rapport and create a sense of connection. True attraction is not about grand gestures or extravagant displays, but about the subtle, silent cues that demonstrate attentiveness, respect, and openness. To become a master of nonverbal communication, you must first cultivate awareness of your own physical presence. Pay attention to how you stand, how you move, and how you engage with others. Are you projecting confidence and warmth, or are you unconsciously closing yourself off? As you gain mastery over this silent language, you will find that your presence alone is enough to attract and connect with others. No words are needed, for your body will speak for you, and it will speak with power, clarity, and grace. 5. The art of subtlety in connection. In a world that often values boldness and overt displays of affection, there is a quiet power in subtlety. True connection is not always found in grand gestures or forceful actions, but in the delicate, often imperceptible movements that occur between two people. The art of subtlety is a refined skill, one that allows you to communicate your intentions without overwhelming the other, and to forge connections without force. It is a recognition that deep bonds are not built on immediacy, but on the slow, steady exchange of energy, trust, and mutual respect. Subtlety in connection is about leaving space for the other person to feel at ease, to reveal themselves without pressure or expectation. It is the art of being present without overbearing. When you approach others with a quiet openness, you give them the freedom to come closer on their own terms. There is no rush, no attempt to control or manipulate the connection. You are content with simply being, knowing that genuine connections are formed in moments of stillness and understanding. You do not need to speak every thought, to fill every silence, or to dominate every interaction. Sometimes, the most profound connections are made in the quiet moments, in the spaces between words, in the simple act of being there, without needing anything in return. When you are subtle in your approach, you exude a quiet confidence and assurance. You do not need to flaunt your intentions or make them known with obvious signals. Instead, your actions speak volumes without drawing attention to themselves. A gentle smile, a thoughtful gesture, a brief but meaningful glance. These small, understated actions communicate a world of meaning without ever being overt. People are drawn to this subtlety because it creates an environment of comfort and safety. There is no pressure, no expectation, only the freedom to explore the connection at a natural pace. The art of subtlety is also a recognition of timing. It is knowing when to give space and when to draw closer. It is the ability to read the other person's energy, to understand when they are open and when they need distance. True connection does not happen in an instant. It is a gradual process, built on trust and mutual understanding. Subtlety allows the connection to unfold naturally, without forcing it, without rushing the process. The more you embrace this subtle approach, the more you will find that others are drawn to you effortlessly, for there is something profoundly magnetic about someone who understands the delicate balance between closeness and space. To master the art of subtlety, begin by practicing restraint. Resist the urge to speak every thought, to fill every silence, or to impose your presence on others. Instead, focus on the quiet gestures, the small but meaningful actions that demonstrate your attentiveness and care. Allow space for the other person to reveal themselves, and be patient as the connection unfolds naturally. By doing so, you will create an environment in which others feel comfortable, respected, and open to deep, authentic connection. One that is built on the quiet power of subtlety rather than the loud demands of expectation. 6. Inner peace, the ultimate magnet. In the relentless pursuit of external validation, we often overlook the most profound source of attraction, inner peace. It is not the outward pursuit of happiness or success that magnetizes others, but the calm, unshakable serenity that emanates from within. True inner peace comes from understanding that our value is not contingent on external circumstances, that our sense of worth is not determined by the approval of others, but by the quiet strength of knowing who we are at our core. It is this peace, this profound stillness within, that draws others towards us, not by force, but by the simple power of being. In the hustle and bustle of life, many are caught in a constant state of striving, always searching for the next achievement, the next validation, the next form of approval. But those who have cultivated inner peace are not driven by this external chaos. They are not swept away by the changing tides of circumstance or the opinions of others. They are rooted in a deep sense of self-assurance, anchored in the knowledge that their worth is inherent, that they are enough as they are. It is this groundedness, this calm acceptance of the present moment, that makes them magnetic. People are naturally drawn to those who exude inner peace because it provides a sense of safety, a sense of stability in a world that often feels chaotic and uncertain. Inner peace is not something that can be faked or forced. It is a product of self-mastery, of accepting both the light and the dark within ourselves, and of letting go of the constant need to control or manipulate the external world. It is found in surrendering to the flow of life, in trusting that we are exactly where we need to be, and that everything, even the most difficult moments, is part of a larger process of growth and understanding. When we let go of the need to control outcomes, when we stop seeking approval or validation, we begin to cultivate a peace that radiates from us effortlessly. This peace is magnetic because it provides others with a sense of calm and assurance. It is a reminder that, no matter what the world may throw our way, we can remain steady and resolute. To cultivate this inner peace, you must first embrace the reality that nothing external can give you the peace you seek. Peace is not something that can be bought, earned, or acquired through external means. It comes from within, through acceptance, through surrender, and through a deep understanding of the impermanence of all things. Life will always present challenges, but those who are at peace with themselves know that they can weather any storm. They are not swept away by the turbulence of life, but remain grounded, rooted in the present moment. When you cultivate this inner peace, your very presence becomes a source of comfort and reassurance to others. You no longer need to impress, to seek approval, or to perform. You simply are. And in this being, you become a silent magnet, drawing those around you who are seeking the same calm, the same assurance, and the same stability. The more you nurture this peace within yourself, the more effortlessly you will attract those who resonate with the tranquility and strength that you exude. True attraction lies not in what we do or say, but in the unspoken peace that we carry within us. And this peace, once found, becomes the ultimate magnet, drawing others not by force, but by the quiet, unwavering power of our inner being. 7. Emotional control, the silent strength. The ability to master your emotions is one of the greatest signs of strength a person can possess. Emotional control is not about suppressing feelings or denying the natural flow of human experience. It is about cultivating the wisdom to navigate the storm of emotions without being swept away by them. When you are able to stand firm in the face of anger, fear, sadness, or frustration, without allowing them to dictate your actions or words, you project an undeniable power. This silent strength is magnetic, for people are instinctively drawn to those who possess the calm assurance of emotional mastery. Emotions are natural, and they are not to be feared. What makes emotional control so profound is not the absence of feelings, but the ability to respond to them with mindfulness, awareness, and composure. In a world where many are ruled by their emotions, where instant gratification and impulsive reactions often dominate, those who remain grounded in their emotional awareness become a stabilizing force. Their emotional equilibrium becomes an anchor in times of chaos, a source of peace that others naturally gravitate towards. When you are in control of your emotions, you no longer react to external circumstances with haste or aggression. You respond thoughtfully, with clarity, and in alignment with your higher values. This ability to remain composed, to pause before reacting, is a profound demonstration of inner strength. People respect those who do not allow their emotions to dictate their actions, who can stay calm in the face of adversity and make decisions based on logic and reason rather than impulse. This creates an environment of stability, one in which others feel safe and secure, knowing that no matter the external circumstances, you will remain steadfast and composed. The magnetic power of emotional control is particularly evident in moments of tension or conflict. While others may react impulsively or defensively, you stand as a pillar of calm, offering clarity and measured responses. In this way, emotional control does not mean avoiding conflict, but facing it with grace, humility, and dignity. When you approach difficult situations from a place of calm, you allow others to feel heard and respected, creating a space in which resolution can emerge naturally. People are drawn to this ability because it provides them with a sense of assurance and confidence, knowing that in your presence, emotions will not cloud judgment or escalate situations unnecessarily. To cultivate emotional control, begin by developing mindfulness. Learn to observe your emotions without becoming identified with them. Recognize that your feelings are temporary and that they do not define you. Practice taking a step back in moments of emotional intensity, allowing yourself the space to respond rather than react. Develop the habit of pausing before speaking or acting, giving yourself time to reflect on the most appropriate course of action. The more you practice emotional control, the more natural it will become, and the more magnetic your presence will be. In the end, emotional control is not about being cold or indifferent. It is about being fully present with your emotions, without allowing them to dictate your actions. It is about demonstrating the silent strength, of someone who understands that true power lies in the ability to remain calm, centered, and poised in all circumstances. When you master this art, you will find that others are naturally drawn to your steady presence, your clarity, and your unwavering composure.